Alright, so I think now, by the way, good evening everyone, or good morning, whatever you're watching, whenever you're watching. Let's go for some, there's so many. Let's go the ones that shit have. Let's see.
Oh, it's the captain.
Yeah, handle it any way you want. This should be an easy job for you.
I'll report back when it's done.
Sounds good. We're gonna take care of some other matters in the meantime.
Why are you making that noise, Leonie? You got an upset stomach or something?
No, I don't. You know how the captain and his mercenaries joined forces with us?
Yeah, I'm so glad you get to fight with him again. Oh, wait. This is the first time you two are actually fighting together, right?
Yep. I haven't seen him since we parted ways when I was a kid. I've never been in a battle with him or anything. So, yeah, I'm happy, but... Ugh! I can't take it!
Is it about violence?
Wait a minute. Is this about his kid?
Yeah. Though we're practically the same age. But only one of us has the captain's full confidence and a cool nickname. We're both mercenaries, for crying out loud, and I was the captain's first apprentice.
But you're not family. You can bet that Gerald would have trained any child of his from birth, a whole lot longer than you.
Ugh, you have a point there.
And if you want to talk about age, Alois has been with him since their night days. Which means it's likely that he was actually Gerald's first apprentice, right?
Hey, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
In any case, it's kind of a given you wouldn't be on the same level. I mean, they haven't just studied under Gerald. They've had years of on-the-job training with him. Plus, you don't have any weird powers.
You mean like you do?
Yeah, but our powers are completely different. To be honest, I want to best the Ashen Demon too. I've been striving to do that this whole time, but still haven't managed to pull it off.
Is that right? You know, even if we teamed up, I'm not so sure we'd win.
I don't know about that. With the two of us together, I think we might actually have a shot at it. In fact, I think my money would be on us. Want to set up a challenge sometime and see what happens?
I'm all for it. After all, the captain has a saying. Better to fight dirty and win than play fair and lose.
Yeah, that sounds like Gerald. For a mercenary, all that matters is the outcome.
Exactly. You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Same goes for you, Leonie. Now let's stay sharp and show the Ashen Demon up our own way.
I admit this is not ideal. We should retreat and regroup.
What did you expect? You practically waltzed right up to an enemy patrol.
I thought if I pretended to be an ally and struck up a friendly conversation, they wouldn't notice.
That's why I tried to stop you. Not even the greenest rookie would mistake you for an ordinary soldier.
Regardless, it was a learning experience, so our efforts were not entirely in vain. Now let's head back before the enemy finds us.
They've probably got a bunch of search parties out looking for us. We might draw too much attention if we're together. Splitting up will improve both our chances. I'm sure you'll have no trouble on your own.
That's fine by me. It'll be easier for you to slip by on your own as well. Let's rendezvous in front of the nearest Allied encampment. We should arrive before dawn.
Got it. Good luck out there.
You as well.
Finally. Don't know how, but I made it back without getting spotted. Took longer than I expected, though. I wonder if Holst got back before me. Doesn't look like it. He knows this area better than me, so I doubt he got lost. Could he have been captured? Huh? Is that Holst?
What's that? Ah, you made it. Apologies, I must have dozed off. I was up all night fighting.
Fighting? So the enemy found you?
Quite the opposite, in fact. I happened to stumble upon one of their guardhouses and figured I should destroy it. I kicked down the door, only to find myself staring down a platoon of heavily armed soldiers.
You didn't even check before you went in? Bold.
And that's when their reinforcements showed up. I had to deal with them as well.
Oof. Yep, here you are, safe and sound.
Safe, maybe, but completely exhausted. I probably should have looked before I leapt.
That's for sure. Another lesson learned, eh, Holst?
That's right. There is no end to what the battlefield can teach us, and I'm a lifelong learner. Care to accompany me again sometime? Or have you grown tired of my antics?
Hi, I'd be glad to tag along. I've still got a lot to learn. After all, there's never a dull moment with you around.
I'll take that as a compliment. I think you and I truly make the best of partners.
Before going for buying, I want to go check.
Oh, hey. You fishing too?
Yeah.
Ease up, kid. We're on the same side now, remember?
I know. Guess I'm just not used to it yet.
We're not getting paid to kill each other anymore. We can just sit here like normal folks and catch some fish. You're a mercenary, right? For us, there's no such thing as friends or foes once that contract's paid.
Yeah, I know that too. You, don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
I used to run with Burling's mercenaries.
Burling. Ah, yes. That woman was an army unto herself.
Yeah, but you and your company wiped us out. My captain, my comrades, every last one of them died in that battle.
So that's what this is about. You have a grudge against me?
No, I don't. Wouldn't be much of a merc if I held a grudge against everyone I fought. But it was tough at the time. I really liked that scruffy crew. All of us got along, even the captain. They were the best group I'd ever been with. After what happened, I made myself a promise. I was gonna get stronger, and someday I would defeat you and the Ashen Demon.
But we're allies now, so you're gonna have to let that go, huh?
Looks like it. But you know, part of me is relieved. I don't think I could have beaten the Ashen Demon anyway.
Hey now, what about me? Or are you saying you could take me?
Won't know unless I try. By the way, for a regular guy just catching some fish, you haven't even got your hook on.
Yeah, well, these old mitts aren't exactly made for tying tiny knots.
Give it here. I'll do it.
Not half bad, kid. Thanks.
People call you a legendary mercenary, but you're a lot less dexterous than I imagined.
Legendary is what they call dead people. I'm still alive and kicking, you know. Hey, and about what happened with Burling. I'm sorry. The whole thing was just two minor lords trying to get the better of each other. If Burling hadn't come for us, we could have avoided all the bloodshed. But she came roaring in, yelling that she would take us down and make a name for herself. My kid couldn't afford to hold back at that point. I know that doesn't make it better, but I hope it helps.
What's done is done. You were just doing your job. I know that.
This is very interesting. Let's see.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know? Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
The shade!
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I've never seen a power like that before. Not even generals with crests measure up.
True. It's not like my training was all that rigorous either. But before I knew it, my kid had become the Ashen Demon. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish after all. You ready for this?
Come at me. No hesitation. You actually managed to dodge that.
Not sure dodge is the word I'd use. I just let my power loose without even thinking. Guess I'm still no match for you.
Give yourself a little credit. It took everything I had to keep up. If you could avoid an attack like that, then you're easily on par with me.
But you barely even used your power. You know, the one that throws off your enemy's perception or whatever? I wouldn't have stood a chance if you hit me with that.
So you've noticed it.
How could I not? We fought about 1,000,000 times by now. Your power's not exactly visible, so it's definitely tougher to catch on to than mine. But I've experienced your kind of beatdown firsthand, so I'm painfully aware of the damage you can inflict.
Sorry about that. I couldn't afford to pull any punches back then.
It's fine. Water under the bridge. So, have you had your power for long? Where'd you learn it? I was kind of wondering if I could pick it up myself.
I only became aware of it when I was fighting hard against you. But I don't think it's something a person can learn. Even I barely understand how it works.
Right. Gotcha. Sounds like we're in the same boat then.
Yes, just two strange people with even stranger powers. And I'm not only talking about your sword. Do you ever feel like there's some sort of mysterious presence within you?
Oh,
It's just that sometimes it's hard to tell what you're thinking. Like you get distracted by something from time to time. Almost like you're talking to someone else inside your head.
Are you asking because that's what happens to you?
No, it was just something I noticed. I simply thought I'd ask.
If you say so.
Sun's up already? Good morning.
Whoa! Happy, is that you? Where are you? I'm surprised you knew I was here. You just about gave me a heart attack with that impromptu good morning.
I wasn't exactly saying it to you, Clodster, but... Oh, never mind.
So, you're waking up with the sun, huh? I love it. You're like a step dweller.
And what would that be exactly?
Oh, you know, those folks who live to the east of Fodlan.
But you're also awake. Does that mean you're a step dweller like me?
Hey, my motto is the early bird gets the worm.
Sounds fake.
Oh, but I said it in my most earnest voice.
And your face betrayed you. Still, it's surprising how easy you are to talk with. I figured a king would be an arrogant blowhard, but that's not you at all. You're a lot more comfortable to be around than the Emperor or the King of Fargus.
Not sure if that's a compliment, but it's definitely not easy leading the Federation. I could spend days unloading my troubles on you and only scratch the surface.
Sounds like you've got your hands full. Also, please don't unload your troubles on me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Still, if it's that much grief, why not quit? You could have someone else take your place if you hate it so much. I mean, the whole thing was your idea, so you should be able to step aside if you want.
Sure, I suppose I could do that. But that's not the path for me at the moment. The list of things I want to accomplish is as long as my arm, and if I want to see them become a reality, I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Well then, I guess you've got my support. I mean, all these heady thoughts and ideas are a bit above the level of yours truly. But I can still give support. So, chin up, Clodster. It's all gonna work out. Someone I knew used to say that. A relative, I think? I can't really remember.
Well, I appreciate it regardless. It's exactly the kind of thing I need to hear right now.
In that case, I'll double down. It's all gonna work out.
It sounds even better the second time. Seriously, you should be telling that to everyone you meet.
There you go again, putting others first. Yeah, well, it's all gonna work out, Clodster. I just have a feeling.
The strategy meeting is complete chaos today. Well, we have a little time, so if they want to argue until they're blue in the face, I won't stop them. But I am going to sneak out and find something to nibble on, because I'm starving. Okay, there must be some fruit here. Huh?
Hey, Clodster.
Hey, Happy. Aren't you supposed to be in the meeting?
Yeah, but I got hungry and slipped out.
I didn't even notice you leave. You're even more slippery than I realized.
Well, it's not like the meeting will unfold differently if I decide to stick around. And since I'm not the only one who skipped out, I guess folks will have to be mad at us together.
Ha! Guilty as charged.
Still, the implications are different for me than they are for the great King Clodster. If someone gets mad at me, it's no big deal. But you probably get the wrath of everyone raining down on you for even the slightest misstep.
Sad but true.
Hey, so I know you love to run out and do stupid stuff like this sometimes. But did you take on all this responsibility because you wanted to? Or would you walk away if you found someone to take your place?
I already told you. There's a huge list of things I want to see accomplished, remember? And sure, it's a heavy burden, but that's all the more reason I can't let someone else shoulder it for me. It's up to me to carry my own water here.
Then I guess it's not enough for me to just give you my support.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not really carrying anything at the moment, water or otherwise. So I was thinking it might be nice to take some of the load from you.
Just because you aren't as overloaded as me doesn't mean you don't have commitments. I don't know how I feel about burdening you with my, burdens.
Sure, but if you keep it to yourself and it crushes you, that doesn't help me either. I'm not as weak as you think I am.
Well, no matter what, it's all gonna work out.
It definitely will.
You know what? Maybe I'll take you up on that offer of help after all.
Whatever you need.
In that case, I'll start off with a tough one. How do we handle the fact we skipped out on the strategy meeting?
Well, I can't take that off your shoulders, so I'll stand there and take the scolding with you.
Scolding, huh? You called it the wrath of everyone like a minute ago.
Hey, I was looking for you. Didn't think I'd find you down by the river. That's an awful lot of blood on your cloak.
I thought soaking it in the water would help get it out.
I don't know. That fight went on for a while. And blood doesn't come out so easily, even if you start washing it right away. If you ask me, it's more trouble than it's worth. You have another one, right?
I do, but I'd still like to use this one if I can. Something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's just, you reminded me of Citri, of your mother, back when we first met.
How so?
There was this one time when she was trying really hard to get some stains out of a handkerchief. She had your same quiet composure and everything, and when I asked her if she had another one, you know what she told me? She just turned and said, if I could still use this one, I'd rather not throw it away.
Well, that's not exactly the same.
Maybe not, but I still see so much of her in you. When I was first getting to know her, I never saw her laugh or cry. Just like someone else I could mention.
You know, you never really used to talk about her. But you've been doing it a lot lately. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling a little regret for dragging you into the mercenary life. You've never had a place to call home, and you don't have any friends your age. And it's been one bloody battle after another since this war broke out. If she were still alive, your life would be entirely different. You'd be with her, and things would be peaceful.
I don't regret my life here with you. I might not have a home or friends, but you've always been there for me. Living by the sword suits me just fine, and I've had no shortage of allies. So...
You're right. There's no cause for regrets. You really are just like her, though. You know that?
That's cute.
There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
Flowers? Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice. Because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never really told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the Officers' Academy. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student there if things had happened a little different. Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these flowers did the trick, kid. Consider your message delivered. Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. You might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreadable. Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right. I'm just glad you know.
By the way, why'd you choose this kind of flower? Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that kind of thing? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she got them.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going to play out, together. Those feelings are never going to change. And I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Huh. Thanks, kid.
Constance, I think I am starting to have more understanding of you. Both parts of you are the true you. The part that cannot be accepting is existing alongside the part that can. These two are always fighting inside you. It is very difficult.
I would venture to say that you have described me most aptly. There is still much about myself I have yet to understand, but the idea that the two parts of me exist in a state of conflict is most intriguing.
Before, you were telling me there was no point in having conflict over the past. You were letting go of the past to be living in the present. Your words were touching my heart.
Yes, I do suppose I may have said something to that effect. How mortifying.
But then you fled before I could be responding. That was showing me that you have difficult feelings for me after all. This is also one part of you battling with the other, I think.
It is entirely possible that such is the case. As I could never hide the truth from you, I must admit I found you somewhat intimidating. Despite my springing the topic on you without warning, you stood strong and listened, and were even gracious enough to discuss it afterward. You dazzled me, and I do not respond well to dazzling. I am weak and pathetic as I am now.
No, that is not weakness. It is balance. The weak part is existing, so the other part can be strong for you. Are you not agreeing?
Why ever would you think that?
Because I am the same. I am also having a weak part. Like you, I am always pretending that the past is not bothering to me. But my father is dead, as are many of my people. This gives me great sorrow, and I am unable to be accepting. The weak part of me is winning. Why is it that I am still living, when so many others had to be dying?
That is a thought that I ponder often myself. For what purpose am I even here? Why is it that I am the only one left to suffer? Is there anything left for me to live for? All I feel is the pain of the people I have lost. But I know now that someone like you, a person as dazzling as the other part of me, also shares that same pain.
Of course.
May I be so bold as to ask what it is that gives you solace?
My brother and sister back home. They are still very small, but thinking of them always provides me with strength. If I am not able to be claiming the throne, they are likely to be killed. Bridget expects me to be a strong queen, a warrior. Only I can be improving our relations with Fodlan. I must be rising to the challenge. Where are you finding your solace?
I take peace in the dream the other part of me still believes in. The dream that one day, House Nouvelle will be restored to its former glory. As unlikely as this seems, I find I am unable to discard it entirely.
Then let us both be taking heart. We will be living, and we will be fighting. We are sharing a past of sorrow. But together, we can be overcoming it, and walking on towards tomorrow.
You have my deepest thanks, Petra. Alone, I may never have found the courage I need, but with you beside me, there is hope.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Let's do a pair lock.
All right. I think we've done as much as we can today. Let's rest up and prepare for the next battle.
Well, this is new. You're not usually the one suggesting we take time off.
That's because there's been too much to do lately. I haven't had the chance to showcase my natural laziness.
Come on, I don't think there's a lazy bone in your body. You really should take more time for yourself, Claude.
I'll consider it.
Your Majesty, an urgent message has arrived from Deirdre.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
The city is being attacked by the Almyran Navy, and they're calling for any aid we can provide.
What?
This can't be the Almyrans. We just got done kicking them up and down the battlefield.
I agree. These are most likely pirates who have assumed their name.
Either way, they've got to have a pretty sizable force if they can attack an entire city. We should send any units that are ready to mobilize. Who do we have?
My army can't spare much at the moment. To be honest, we're always a bit undermanned. Still, we might be able to send a couple of folks. How about me and Judith?
You? But you're the leader of the entire army.
Well aware of that, thanks. But as luck would have it, we've got a bit of time before our next battle. Besides, Judith and I know the terrain, which means we've got the best chance at ending things quickly.
Going back to Deirdre will be a stroll in the park for the two of us.
Still, I wouldn't say no to a seasoned mercenary tagging along. Eh? Eh?
How about Leone?
Yeah, I was thinking someone more like you. Literally you, in fact.
And here I was looking forward to a little time off.
Well, seeing as the king himself is making the time, how about you buck up and do the same?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
Glad that's settled. Let's go. Yep, those are pirates, all right. They sure made a mess of the place. Time to sweep it clean. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes. Bring it down!
Not a problem. I've got this.
No problem, I got it.
Come on and hand over all your items. If you don't fancy getting dragged back to Elmira, that is.
Still keeping up the act, What if a real Elmira heard you?
What these sea dogs lack in skill, they make up for in sheer numbers. If we're not careful, they could easily overwhelm us. Folks are clearly as scared of Almiran. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes as ever.
Take a
Otherwise,
breather.
intimidation tactics like these would never work.
A sad truth for most, I'm afraid. Why, until I met you, I thought all Elmirans were savage, bloodthirsty beasts.
Not a problem. I've got it.
No problem, I got it.
This stronghold will fall!
These pirates aren't so tough once you get them on shore. Still, I bet there's more where that came from. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Take a breather.
More of them, is it? Let's knuckle down and put them in their place.
Your Majesty, pirates are raiding the harbor storehouse and plundering the goods inside.
Well, that sounds bad for business. We better get across the bridge and put a stop to it.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Sorry!
Shall we begin our attack?
You know, let's try this. Let's see how this goes. If Fodlan just looked outward a little more, our opinion of Almira might change for the better.
Easy, Your Majesty. I know you're friends with Nadir, but that doesn't mean you should start siding with his people.
Okay, that's just about all the pirates in the city. Let's head for the harbor storehouse.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I've got it.
We changing places?
They split up. Now's our chance to raid the city and harbor at the same time.
We're too short-handed to deal with them all. If only we brought more soldiers.
You didn't call for me, kiddo, but I'm answering the bell anyway.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Take a breather.
I can't stand by and let a bunch of pirates drag Elmira's good name through the mud. Did you see that, kiddo? I kicked all those pathetic pirates right out of the harbor.
Not a problem. I've got this. Not a problem. I've got this.
So they didn't get away with any of the goods? I really owe you one, Adair. Yeah, another one, actually.
Looks like the pirate leader is camped just outside the city.
Then let's deal with them and finish this. All units, move out. Sorry. Take your final bow. Now leave. Let's try this. Let's see how this...
Attack! Give them no quarter!
We'll be in a good position if we can capture this stronghold.
Take your final bow. Now leave! Let's try this. Let's see how this...
My turn.
It's as good as ours!
This so-called Elmira Navy is a joke. Nothing but cowards and traitors as far as the eye can see.
Well, they've certainly got nothing on you. Feel free to relieve as many as you like of their duties.
That takes care of the pirate invasion.
A bit more trouble than I expected, but we got through it all right.
Uh-oh. That one's an Elmiran for true.
And not just any Elmira. I'm the one and only, the Dare, the Undefeated.
Well, he's certainly enjoying himself. I'd better dig deep or he's gonna steal all the fun.
Still improving. Here it comes! You're done!
Nice one.
It's not over.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
Let's try this. Let's see how this...
If I may, Your Majesty, I've been wondering if you have some special attachment to Elmira.
You're done!
Lester fought against Elmira for years, so I've grown to know them. That's all.
You must think I'm pretty dim if you
Changing
expect me to
places?
believe that.
It was worth a shot. But all right, I guess. Let's talk about it after we deal with the trouble here. Sorry. All right, take it down. Gotcha.
Take a breather.
That's it. Keep it up until we've overwhelmed them.
Not a problem. I've got this. I've got it.
Hey, kiddo. Don't you think it's about time you told her the truth?
Yeah, I've been intending to for a while now. She's not the type you can hide things from for very long anyway.
I should have just quit when I was ahead. I can still fight.
Your greed made you careless. But don't worry, I've got a reward for you.
Let this be a lesson to all imposters. You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool an Elmira.
I think we could leave the rest of this to the people of the city. Time to be going. I don't have time for setbacks.
I won't let myself stop here. I'm getting stronger.
Nice work, everyone. Deirdre and the harbor are both safe now.
We'd have been toast if Nadir didn't show up.
You've got a long way to go if third-rate crooks like that are giving you trouble.
In our defense, we'd have been fine if we could have brought a few more soldiers along.
I don't know, kiddo. You're good at the whole confidence side of things, but not so hot when it comes to actually sealing the deal.
A man who calls himself Nadir the Undefeated says I'm overconfident? That's rich.
Ugh, cut it out, you two. This friendly banter is going to make me sick if you keep it up. You clearly know each other better than you're letting on.
Say, kiddo, maybe now's the time to, you know.
Ah, right. Actually, Judith, this is probably a good opportunity for me to come clean about something.
I'm waiting.
My mother is an Elmira, and has been for the last 20 years.
Lady Tiana. Huh. Well, that's a bit unexpected, but not altogether surprising.
That's where I was born, Elmira. And my father, he's the king.
Wait. So that makes you an Elmiran prince?
I am. Sorry I didn't tell you before.
Well, this certainly isn't something I expected to hear today. Still, I imagine it's not easy to bring up. So what's your deal? You don't seem surprised by this at all.
Yeah, I never heard any of it directly from Claude, but I thought as much. I figured it out right around the time we fought Shahid.
Oh, right. So that would have made him your brother.
Different mothers, but yeah, he was my older brother. I didn't want to fight him, I really didn't. But, well, for the sake of both Fodlan and Almyra, he had to be dealt with.
Your brother thought he was doing right by Almyra, in his own way. There's always been unrest in the royal family, everyone fighting over the right of succession. But that man would have been a terrible king. His lust for power just consumed him.
So does this mean my little Claude is going to return to Almyra and seize the throne one day?
I don't know. For right now, I'm more concerned about my duties as King of the Federation. Eventually, I plan to tell everyone about where I came from. But for now, keep it to yourself. I don't want to make things more complicated than they need to be.
I won't tell a soul so long as you answer me one question. Have you ever sought to deceive us? Either as the leader of the Alliance or as king?
Never. Lester and Fodlan are my home, and I intend to fight for everyone who lives here. So, do you trust me?
I do, little Claude, or your majesty, I should say. Just don't let me down.
I won't, Judith. And thanks.
Well,
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
Just turn me loose already!
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
Just turn me loose already! Still the king! Shall we? No messing around if we want to win. I'm on it. No charge. Just leave it to me.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone. Let's try this.
Let's see how this goes.
Now there is nothing I cannot do.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'll use this. So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
What can I say? I'm that good. I take stuff. It's what I do.
Surpass me.
Now die!
I command you to help me. Now it is my turn.
My turn.
Can't let it end like this.
Would you expect any less of me?
Initiating the operation.
Now it is my turn. I will.
Now we can really show them what we're made of. All would be lost if I were to die here.
What next?
This stronghold is worthy of my protection.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Gotta stay on guard. Okay, what's next?
We'll have to take things.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
I'm on it. No jump
From
time to wreck.
My turn at last.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Out of my way!
Done. I give you my thanks.
They're pushing us back.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I'm on it. No charge. Just leave it to me.
Initiating the operation.
We'll lose our chance if we don't find some way to retaliate.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Job well done, if I do say so myself.
I knew this was a possibility. My turn.
That was adequate. I hope you will not think ill of me.
You have some skill.
Use my true power!
No escape!
No problem.
Time to wreck stuff.
Let's try this. Let's see how...
Let's keep it going. Just leave.
None shall survive.
I'm in. Are we changing places?
We have done it.
That takes care of that. Sorry!
I can't relax just yet.
You're looking at the king of the battlefield.
The Sreng army aims to strike? But we just drove them back a few months ago.
The last incursion involved only a portion of their might. This may be the work of those who did not take part in the previous attack.
Fortunately, it would seem their forces are few in number. Even so, we can ill afford any interference with the Margrave's work.
It's been almost 14 years since King Lambert and I fought the Sreng armies together. They have always been a warlike people. If they've learned that Fargus is in crisis, they would jump at the chance to take advantage of it.
So then the question is, who informed them of our current difficulties?
Are you in here, Boar? We've got a problem.
What is it, Felix?
The Federation army has invaded Fraldaria's territory. They're marching westward as we speak.
The Federation? But how? I thought our eastern border was sufficiently prepared.
They came by sea in giant ships and took over a port town on our eastern shore.
Since when does Leicester have a navy capable of transporting a full army?
That's what I'd like to know. But whatever the answer, they're here now.
No matter how big the ships, there are always limits to how large a seaborne invasion can be.
That's true, which means they'll want to avoid any unnecessary conflict. I would expect them to march directly west.
So they're going for the capital then. We need to stop them before they reach it. A job for the Shield of Fargus, if I've ever heard one. I'll go home and get ready to intercept them.
Your Majesty, I ask that you permit me leave to do the same. As the former Lord of Fraldaria's territory, I cannot turn a blind eye to these interlopers.
Understood. I will send you some of my personal soldiers as reinforcements. Just promise me you'll both come back alive.
So, what do you think?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Very nice.
Can't wait to see it in action.
Time to work you into shape. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Yeah, let's get this done.
I hope to prove at least as useful to you as a pile of discarded rubbish.
We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
You've prepared exactly what I desire to eat. I'm glad that you've been paying attention.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Once again, I have accomplished a most triumphant feat. Behold, my awe-inspiring talent! From these hands is new magic born. But I mustn't rest on my laurels quite yet. Nay, I must aim for ever more spectacular heights!
Hey, Constance, you got a second?
Claude, of all people, you may enter.
Up to some of your old experiments, huh? Perfect timing.
How dare you speak of me as though I am some non-entity to be slotted into your schedule?
Whoa, okay. Hang on. I just heard you were researching some interesting magic.
Ha ha ha! You have heard correctly! I have created a new spell which can affect both the style and length of one's hair! There is no questioning, this heralds a revolution that will sweep all of Bodlin!
Revolutions aside, that sounds like an incredible spell. Care to give me a little demonstration? This is great. If I can change my hairstyle at will, I'll be able to slip out of all kinds of sticky situations.
Of course! And you shall be my first test subject.
Your first? Hold on. This idea's not sounding quite so clever anymore.
Take this!
Did it work?
Beyond my wildest imaginings! Why, your hair is now more resplendent than ever!
I appreciate the sentiment, but I still don't know... Wait, why is my head hard? Ow! It's so sharp it hurt my hand. I really don't think this hairstyle's gonna catch on. I look like an angry cat that fell into a bathtub.
And now you know what it means to be ahead of your time. Unconventional though it may be, your hairstyle is objectively flawless.
This isn't exactly ideal for keeping a low profile. I couldn't even wear a hat without tearing right through the thing.
Inconceivable! You are given the rare honor of being the subject of my magic, yet all you can think to do is whinge and complain. If that is to be your response, why did you rush to my side the moment I completed the experiment?
Yeah, I guess things turned out a bit differently than I'd been led to believe. Still, it is some pretty incredible magic. I doubt anyone else could even come close.
You sound as though you're consoling me, yet I have not failed in the slightest.
No, I'm not calling it a failure per se. It's just that the applications might be rather,
You will come to rue those words.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Off to work.
Who, me?
No mistakes.
I cannot disappoint those who require my aid.
This will be a tough one, but we'll manage. Move up!
I think this is gonna be a problem.
Witness my true power.
No escape!
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slack off.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Over.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
I beg your assistance at once.
Yeah, right.
I need your assistance at once! There! It ends here! I need your assistance at once!
None shall surpass me.
Hooray! That sweet smell of success.
Location secure.
Let us begin.
Okay, what's next?
What an offensive sight. Would you expect any less of me? We have done it! Now it is. There is nothing I cannot do.
We can skip.
No problem, I got it. Huh?
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
That's enough, right?
Nice.
Fight like this! I'm bleeding all over the place!
We're not losing to anyone!
This is all my fault.
No way we can lose!
So glad we made it there in time.
Almost.
Good, but not enough.
I went above and beyond.
I've got an idea. I'll get everything ready. Oh no.
time to work you into shape.
Experience leads to strength.
Even an old man like me is still growing. Ha! Can't wait to see how you do.
Hey there. Which battlefield are you headed to?
Head up, eyes open.
Aw, but I wanted to slack off.
You can rely on me.
Witness my true power!
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
Let's try this.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I can...
No escape!
Location secure. Initiating the operation. Let's go.
None shall surprise
I beg your assistance at once!
Initiating the operation. Providing...
All right, take it down.
Yeah, right.
A fight here.
Start the fight. Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Witness my true power.
That was adequate.
There! No escape!
Retreat! Ah, nice.
Yeah, right.
Let's settle this. It ends here.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slack off.
My turn at...
All would be lost if I were to die here.
You fought well.
That was amazing!
I'm in.
None shall
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know. All right, let's take them by storm.
feel the bloodshed!
Don't worry.
Are we changing places?
My turn.
None shall surpass me!
That's enough, right?
And that's that.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
Yeah! Wins all around.
One step closer to my goal. I went above and beyond. I feel like I've taken hold of something.
Greetings.
Ah.
Let's go to the blacksmith.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
No mistakes.
I'll do this my way.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
I mustn't bring shame upon my good name.
Let's get this battle underway!
No escape. The strong.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slack off.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I...
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone. Stronghold's ours. Witness my true power. No escape. Location secure.
A taste more bitter than
Initiating the operation.
black as coffee.
We can skip.
No problem, I got it. Sorry.
Is that all we've got?
Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see. Job well done, if I do say so myself.
Switching it up, huh?
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
That's enough, right?
Taste more bitter than black as coffee.
It's nothing to boast about.
Let us begin.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
Who shall pay for this?
Changing
You
places?
hear?
Let's try this. Let's see how this... I'm in.
My turn at last.
We're not losing to anyone! We're not losing to anyone!
We can skip.
No problem, I got it.
Attack!
That was nothing for me.
Hey, could you go with...
I think this is gonna be a problem.
This is all my fault.
My turn. Let's begin.
No escape!
Yeah, right. We could have done better.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
I think this is gonna be a problem.
Witness my true power. Stronghold secure.
No escape! It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
You fought well.
It ends here.
I am so impressed.
I can't relax just yet. I went above and beyond.
Does he also have Dimitri spells?
your thoughts? What say you? Indeed.
Well, oh. I think I'm gonna stop right here because it's quite late where I am and I have some things to do. So it's been a pleasure and I'll see you all tomorrow or next time. Bye bye.